Hello kind people of YouTube and welcome back to another video. I'm gonna post my regular news update where I look at everything that's been going on today in the crypto space at different projects and all that jazz later. But I just got back in home and people were already commenting under my videos to let me know about this news because there is so much going on with Ripple and XRP and xRapid today that I just felt the need to just take a look at this article in an individual video, let you guys know all the stuff that is going on, and then give my opinion at the end. So let's take a quick look, and of course this article will be linked in the description if you want to read it for yourself. EXIM Bank taps Ripple's xRapid for cross-border settlements. EXIM Bank, a London-based bank primarily focused on providing financial services for export and import companies, will become the first bank to publicly announce it is using the XRP cryptocurrency for cross-border payments. Just this first paragraph is of course absolutely huge, because Ripple has already had partners with its xRapid technology under the umbrella of RippleNet that are using XRP for cross-border payments, for liquidity, to pretty much take fiat currencies out of the picture as intermediary currencies to make it faster, more efficient and all that. But this is the first time an actual bank has publicly not just agreed that they will test it, not just said that they might use it, but outright committed to introducing it for cross-border remittance. Everything we've had so far, they were stuff like payment processors, not banks. So this is absolutely huge, a big step forward for xRapid and by extension a big step forward for the XRP cryptocurrency. Because this is the real world use case for XRP and we are seeing it finally in action here with an actual bank. And this is not a tiny bank either. This is a bank that is for one specific sector, but within that, this is a big and important bank. Ripple announced Tuesday that EXIM Bank, alongside payment startups JNFX, SendFriend, TransPayGo, and FTCS, would be leveraging XRP for cross-border transactions. Further, Ali Bank of Kuwait, BFC Bahrain, I never know how to pronounce that. I think there's like a hard H in there. ConnectPay, GMT, WorldCom Finance, Olympia Trust Company, Pontual Usend, and Rendimento have signed on to RippleNet. So keep in mind here, RippleNet does not necessarily mean xRapid and using the XRP token. RippleNet is the umbrella term for all the technologies that Ripple offers. And they are of course all interconnected. So they could be using xCurrent, xVia, xRapid, all of them, not none of them. All of them, one of them, two of them, they can use any. As a result, the startup now has more than 200 customers worldwide, according to Tuesday's reveal. If you remember, just a couple months ago, we were proudly talking about 100 customers. Now they're at 200. Ripple CEO Brett Garlinghouse said the company is now signing 2 to 3 customers per week, and last year saw a 350% increase in customers sending live payments. We are beginning to see more customers flip the switch and leverage XRP for on-demand liquidity, he added in a statement. Here, of course, you have to keep in mind Ripple's business strategy again, because there is a specific reason that they're pushing RippleNet as an overall brand, rather than aggressively pushing xCurrent or xRapid individually. Because what Ripple is doing here is they're establishing a massive network, now it's over 200 customers, of banks, of payment facilitators, of all kinds of different companies that have to do with money transfers, especially international money transfers. And they're building this big network, this big interconnected network that is using their technologies. And not all of them are instantly using XRP or xRapid. But the important thing is just to get them into the Ripple ecosystem. Just to get them into the space of using Ripple's technologies, and then it becomes more and more attractive to also use other Ripple technologies. So the ones that start out just using xCurrent, there's a very good chance that over time they will move on to also use some of the other technologies, including xRapid. Because there's further increases in efficiency there, they can be faster, they can be cheaper, they don't have to deal with Vostro and Nostro accounts. So this is very much their strategy here, and you can see it in his phrasing here. More customers flip the switch and leverage XRP. So he's not necessarily talking about new customers who are instantly using xRapid and XRP. He's talking about existing customers continuing on getting deeper into their network and starting to use XRP. And you don't have to use xRapid to use XRP. XRP can also be used with xCurrent, of course. Oh, where did I just go? EXIM Bank Director Kaushik Punjani, I probably mispronounced that, I'm very sorry, as usual, I'm terrible with names. Noted that this bank's customers have traditionally been restricted from settling transactions quickly and cost efficiently. This issue extends to both major corporations and individual remitters, he said, adding, working collaboratively with Ripple and selected counterparts, we have designed, tested and are implementing both xCurrent and xRapid in record time. And we look forward to the benefits these will bring our customers. Another thing to keep in mind here is, of course, xRapid just went live about 2 months ago. I think a tiny bit over 2 months ago at this point. Almost 3 months ago, I think. It was October. And new technologies take some time to implement. Just from a technical level, from companies being slow moving, from having to figure out if it works the way it's supposed to, gaining that confidence, and jumping through any necessary regulatory or legal hurdles. So this is just about the earliest we could really see real xRapid integration, and at least this bank seems very enthusiastic and is going all out with that. David Lighton, CEO and co-founder of remittance service SendFriend, similarly touted the focus on cheap cross-border payments as the main benefit of using xRapid. Keep in mind here, SendFriend is an up-and-coming transfer platform that is very much aiming at, unless I'm mixing them up with someone else, but I believe they're very much aiming for the same user base that services like PayPal and Circle and Cash App are currently going for. There's a lot happening in that space right now, and SendFriend, by being able to use xRapid, cutting their costs significantly, making the transfers incredibly fast, they can really stand out from that crowd. They can really make themselves more attractive to the potential customer, because it's very cheap to send money with something like PayPal. But then you have a lot of issues with PayPal as a platform, and the moment you're sending some kind of commercial payment, you have ridiculous fees. The moment you're sending to a different currency, the fees for the conversion are ridiculous. And xRapid can really help keep that low. xRapid can get those prices lower than companies like PayPal can provide them, while making companies like SendFriend more profits. That is the really beautiful thing here. Everyone can benefit. This is the rare situation where everybody can benefit. Ripple, as the company providing xRapid, can further increase their reach and increase the value of their XRP token, and of course also make money from this integration. SendFriend can be competitive, and any company really, can be competitive in the business, provide lower prices than competition, and still make higher profits because their costs are just so ridiculously lower, and customers get access to cheaper, faster, and more secure services. And he said, a distributed ledger-based solution leveraging Ripple's XRP asset allows us to settle transactions in real time with lower capital requirements and lower costs. We are proud to partner with Ripple to offer our customers cheaper, faster payments to the developing world, he told CoinDesk. Here, once again, I know I'm going very much into detail for this article, but I just want to provide the necessary context, because I know a lot of people who are watching my channel are supporters of XRP and of Ripple, but a lot of people are relatively new and don't quite have the background and the context and don't quite understand why individual things matter or how things tie together. But with Ripple, we have seen that a lot of the focus has been on payment corridors, either between different countries in the developing world, or between the developed and the developing world. And there's a specific reason for this. People in the developing world are very much cut off often from traditional finance. Often they are unbanked or underbanked, meaning a lot of people do not have access to bank accounts, at least in the traditional sense. Often sending transfers to those countries takes a very long time and costs more. Say, if you want to send money to a country in Southeast Asia or Africa, you are going to spend so much more money on fees, and you're going to have to wait so much longer than when you're sending money between the US and Germany. That happens within 2 days and costs minimal cost. It still costs more than it should, given modern technology, but that is relatively cheap and fast. If you're sending to some country where very little money is flowing in and out, you have to go through usually multiple intermediary banks who all take a cut, you often have to go through multiple intermediary currencies. And of course, this is where the beauty of XRP comes in. As the one intermediary currency, you don't need to go through 3 different fiat currencies to actually get to the one that you want. So Ripple has had a very, I don't know if it's even a deliberate focus from Ripple or if this is just the natural fit where they can most easily get into the market. But there are so many people in the developing world who don't have traditional banking access, but who do have mobile phones where they can keep cryptocurrency tokens. So they can use something like XRP, who do have access to mobile phone payment apps, like stuff like SendFriend. And if they do have a bank account, that is often being used primarily for international remittance, because those countries where a lot of people are underbanked or unbanked entirely are not set up for you to require bank accounts like much of the West requires you to have a bank account for everyday things. You can do most things there in cash, say paying your electric bill. You will probably have to do that with a bank account in most developed countries. In developing countries, if you even have stuff like electricity, which of course is also very much underserved in those parts of the world, you can often pay for that stuff with cash. When people in underbanked and unbanked countries are using bank accounts, it is usually to receive money from family that is living abroad. A lot of people moving from developing countries to developed nations, or even to other developing countries where there's better opportunities for work, with the express purpose of sending money back to their family. And that is where xRapid, where XRP, where Ripple can make a real world change, and another situation where everyone can benefit. Because right now, a lot of times when these people are sending money back to their families, often to families who really are in need of that money, they have to go through companies like Western Union, where I think they can take a cut of up to 25%. And it can take 2 or 3 weeks for the money to arrive. Even if you're just doing a normal bank transfer using Swift, it can take a week or 2 weeks, and it costs money. And with XRP, that can be instantaneous. So there's such a huge opportunity here, and Ripple is really using that. But let's just read the rest of this article. A number of other companies have already begun using xRapid, which uses the XRP currency for international payments, including Mercury FX, Qualix, Catalyst Corporate Credit Union. However, while the 3 firms provide financial services, none possess a banking license like EuroXM does. In the past, other companies including Western Union, MoneyGram, Via Americas, and IDT have trialed xRapid, though none are utilizing the platform in full production at this time. This last paragraph is a bit misleading here because xRapid is so new that this makes it sound like they have trialed it and then decided not to use it. What is more likely is that they're still trialing it, because it is a very new technology that has only been on the market for just about 2.5–3 months. Their tests are probably still running, and they probably need more time if they're going to integrate it to ultimately integrate it. So this phrasing is a bit odd here. But what we're seeing here is a big step. The first bank, the first actual company with a banking license, and not a tiny one either. This is an established, known bank, using xRapid, using the XRP token for international liquidity with a bunch of different partners as well. This is an important symbolic step. This is an important step for RippleNet and for Ripple and for the XRP ledger. This is pretty much a new chapter for XRP. This is what a lot of us have been waiting for. We pretty much just needed one bank to start. And that would then pretty much be a proof of concept, a proof that this works in the real world, that there are no regulatory or legal issues with this. And we will see so much happen for XRP and for Ripple and for xRapid in 2019. Like Garlinghouse said, 2 to 3 new partners every week. Now, the chances are right now a lot of them are not signing up for xRapid. But like I said, that is their strategy. They are onboarding companies into their network. And then they are pushing them more and more towards the more advanced, I guess, solutions. And xRapid is the one that becomes more and more attractive there, and that we will see more and more companies sign up to use. This is incredibly exciting. This is the kind of news that I have been waiting for a while, and I think we will just see this. We will see this pick up more and more in the next couple months. It is a wonderful time to be a supporter of XRP and Ripple right now, and we finally have quite a few. There were so many good things in this one article, just from one day of news. It is just incredible. And I just wanted to let you guys know about all this stuff, give my perspective, give some background and context for the people that need it. I will upload a normal video with the regular news update for the day later. As always, thanks for watching. Link for the article in the description. In the description, also links to my social media pages and a billion ways to support the channel. If you can't or don't want to send me any money, I would ask, if you like my stuff, just to leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe turn off your ad blocker when you're watching my videos. All of that really helps, especially the likes and comments. Those are how YouTube decides which videos to show new people. So if you leave likes and comments on my videos, it means more people discover my channel grows. I will be able to put more time and effort into making videos for you guys. Everyone benefits. I always like situations where everyone benefits. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video, likely not talking about XRP at all in that one, later.